washed my hair last night and I didn't go to bed with it wet, but I think it wasn't like 100% dry. And I put it up in a very, very loose bun to think maybe I'd have some texture in the morning. What is this? That didn't work. Let's read. At 6:30 today. It's already been an hour since I've gotten up. I must have just been moving so slow because the time has just flown by. But I am in the mood to get my lift done first and then walk Duncan after. I don't know, I'm just craving the gym rather than a walk. So I want to get ready for that and work out. Then we'll come back and we'll do our morning walk with Duncan, of course. Puffy eyes. I really hope the gym's not too busy because that's definitely why I procrastinate going, because like I know 9 o'clock is kind of like a safe space for me and like I don't know what I'm walking into before 8. Gotta get out of my comfort zone. Today is chest and triceps. It is Tuesday. I do lower body, upper body, cardio, lower body, upper body. I love the Alive app. It's what I use and swear by. I don't need any equipment, so I'm not like bringing a bag or anything. Just headphones and my water, phone, keys. I'll tell you more about the Alive app and the program I'm doing after because I don't want to talk too much because Keith is still sleeping. Let's go work out. I honestly really love a muscle group split. It's just what I prefer. I started with seated dumbbell shoulder presses and oh my goodness, can you really feel these in your shoulders? Like no lie. Also, weird angle, I know. Then I did a superset of cable rope overhead tricep extensions right into cable rope tricep pushdowns. This honestly doesn't really make sense to me because in my head, I'm like, okay, isn't a superset like 2 exercises back to back, but like that you can handle? Whereas these are both tricep exercises. So I do the first one, I'm exhausted. Then I have to jump right into the second one, which makes it so much harder. So I'm a little confused by that, but that's just how the program has it laid out. So I've been following it. Then into dumbbell chest press. Sometimes I feel like I get a little funky with my form and I would rather just use the barbell because, you know, it can only go in so many directions when you're doing a bench press. And then the last thing was a drop set. So I did 3 sets of lateral raises with a very, very short rest in between because I switched weight. So you start with a small amount of reps and the heaviest weight. Then as you go, the weights get lighter and the reps get longer. So you're exhausted by the end, but it honestly was a really good workout. And I've been ending every lift session with some walking on the treadmill, which is just awesome. Adds to my overall step count and makes me feel good. Workout was great. It's crazy because last time I tried to vlog and work out early in the morning, it was insanely busy in the gym. Like in the gym. Wow. It was insanely busy in the gym, like the whole morning. But today I only saw a total of 2 people and they barely overlapped. Like one guy was there when I got there and I started working out and then he left like kind of as another guy was arriving. So that was very nice. It feels so good to have the gym done by 9 though. And I've been walking a mile after every lift session just to get in more movement and I really like that. But I haven't taken Duncan for a walk yet and I've been really good about walking him in the morning. So that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna put on a hat though. I am definitely sweaty, which I sweat during most workouts, right? Like it's fine, whatever. But because I washed my hair last night, I'm like, like I hate that I'm sweaty already, you know? Also, I don't know why it's so dark in my bathroom. I messed up my camera settings and I thought that I fixed them and apparently not because I feel like in my bathroom, it used to be all bright and stuff. The background's bright, but it's making me really dark and what's happening? Like, what is happening? I don't know how to fix it. But it's like warm out. It's already in the 50s, which is crazy, and it's only 9 o'clock. I'm not gonna put a jacket on to walk. I'm honestly not even hungry yet. Like that protein coffee really keeps me full for so long, my goodness. When I walk Duncan by myself, I don't typically bring headphones or listen to anything just because I like wanna be aware of my surroundings and stuff, but I'm gonna bring my AirPods. I might end up using one, I don't know, in case I get bored. We'll see. Let's go for our morning walk. Are you ready? Come here. Look at this sweet boy. My goodness. That's a good boy.
Yesterday morning when I walked Dunks, it was like clear skies, the sun was rising. It was all like, I mean, the temperature was cold, but the sun made it feel warm and like inviting. Now it's gloomy. So what's my point? I don't know. It really just affects the mood. And it was so pleasant yesterday, but not every day can be beautiful and sunny. So that's okay. We also really need the rain, not gonna lie. On another note, lately, like the past like 3 days, I feel like I've just been having such negative thoughts for what feels like no reason, and it's really annoying me. I've had such a great morning. I've been so productive. Like, I don't know, but I've been so negative mentally. And then I remembered I am supposed to get my period this weekend. It's Tuesday right now, and it affects me mentally so much. Like, yes, when I get my period, it's like I feel bloated and this and that and like cramps, but it's like, no, mentally it hits me like a truck. It's so gloomy, like I said, right? But I didn't think it was supposed to rain until like 3 or 4 today, and it just started drizzling as I was getting to the like parking lot of my building. So perfect timing apparently, but I'm so hungry, so I must make breakfast before I shower. Same breakfast as usual. I'm toasting a Greek yogurt bagel, and I am going to make a little egg salad like I showed you in my last vlog. So toast these up on the top rack of the air fryer. I really just use whatever measurements I'm feeling like, so this isn't like a harsh recipe. You just take some ingredients and mix them together. I have some hard-boiled eggs. I got this little, it's I think up there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can't point to it. But I got this little hard-boiled egg cooker from Amazon. It was like 12 bucks, and it is so worth it because honestly, I hard-boiled eggs like once, not too long ago, and they didn't cook all the way because I must not have left them in long, and it was just way more work. So buying one of those things, actually a kitchen appliance, well worth it. But I'm just going to crack this and peel it. I'm only gonna use 1 egg. I've been using 1 egg lately. Normally I like 2, but with these egg prices, like I should probably slow down my egg intake. So I'm just going to open up 1 of them. I do love eggs in the morning, but they're just really expensive. So we plop our egg in the bowl. I'll start just kind of like mashing it. Then add cottage cheese. I've been going a little heavier on the cottage cheese to kind of help replace the fact that I'm only using 1 egg. A little Dijon mustard, a little light mayo. Mix and mash. Then add some salt and pepper. And I've been adding a green onion. This is totally something you could meal prep too. I just haven't been, but to save time throughout the week, this is such an easy thing to have made ahead of time. I toasted the bagels a bit long, but that's okay, they're not bad. And I literally just top this right over. It's usually too much to eat it as a closed sandwich, like it would just get too messy, so I usually eat it open-faced, but it's yummy, and I love it, and it's been such a good breakfast lately. Perfect. I just scarfed down with that bagel. I ended up being so hungry after that walk, but with breakfast, I've been super good about having both creatine and electrolytes. I got some questions about like my creatine journey, so I started it probably a year ago, actually. I didn't even think about that. It's probably been almost a year. I take this creatine by First Form. Creatine is affordable, which is amazing. It's one of the like safest and most studied supplements, which is also a plus. It basically hydrates your muscles. It draws water into your muscles, and so it can give you a more like full looking appearance, but it's also super good for like cognitive function, different things like that. When I first started taking it, because when you're new to it, your body has to kind of like saturate itself. Like it takes a little bit of time for your body to get used to the creatine. Some people call it the loading phase. But so long story short, like you can feel like you're like gaining weight or like looking bloated, but it's really just your body adjusting. And I definitely went through that. Like it hit me hard. I was like looking in the mirror and I just was not appreciating what I was seeing despite like what I was doing. If I was eating well, working out, and like thinking I should be looking good, and then I just like felt so not good. But then once your body gets used to it, it like levels off and it's really beneficial. So you just kind of have to get past that initial phase, but it's a great supplement. Like I would strongly recommend, if you haven't ever looked into it, definitely look into it. I will link this one. I really like it. It's super simple. This one's non-flavored. That's why I like to add it into like Liquid IV, because that is flavored. So it just kind of works. It blends super easy. It's an easy thing to take every day, honestly. And of course, not everyone's gonna have the same side effects and like have the exact same experience, but I would recommend starting it now if you're kind of afraid of, you know, feeling extra bloated and stuff and like all of that in the beginning. You know, maybe start it now while it's still colder outside before it gets to the summer. And then when the summer gets here, your body's used to it and you don't have that like dysmorphia anymore. But otherwise, like long term, it's such a good supplement. Like look into it. I've also been really liking this routine because I keep hearing how important electrolytes are, and I drink water first thing in the morning, but then after the gym, after my walks, whatever, I feel like I'm replenishing, you know, so it's easy to make this little drink with breakfast and kind of like rehydrate, replenish. It's a feel good. I just like it. It's been a good routine, but it's definitely time to shower. I also got a couple questions about the Alive app, which I've been using for over a year now. And I wanted to talk to you about it before I went to work out just because it was more fresh in my mind. But I try not to talk too much in the morning because Keith was sleeping, and we are total opposite in that sense. Like he's definitely a night owl, night person, whatever. I'm more of a morning person, and I do stay up late like too often, honestly, but I like to be up in the morning. Like ideally I'd go to bed earlier, get up earlier in the morning. And for a hot minute I was sleeping in like during 75 hard and stuff, but I've been better about waking up earlier the past few days, which is great. I want to keep that up. It's just funny because we're like literally so opposite in that sense. Like I can stay up and hang, right? But I just prefer not to. And I get annoyed when it's a weeknight and I end up staying up way too late, and then I feel like it ruins my morning, you know? But I'm gonna take off my ring and charge it. I leave my charger in the bathroom, so it's just really easy to charge while I shower, because I don't like to shower with it on. You technically can, it's like waterproof up to a point, but I don't want to. But so I love the Alive app. It is by Whitney Simmons. I pay monthly for it. You can pay yearly. It's about $15 a month. Because I don't pay a gym membership and I go to my apartment gym, it's like, feels really cheap to me, right? I honestly should just pay for it yearly at this point. Last year I didn't because I wasn't sure if I would try a few programs out. I ended up doing that last year and just always kept coming back to the Live app. I really like it. So currently I'm doing this program. It's called Lift. It's 8 weeks long. I'm on week 7 of 8. So basically you click the program. It tells you where you're at. Yesterday I did lower body. This is what I did today. And then tomorrow is a cardio day, which they have as rest, right? Like they don't have cardio programmed in here, but that's what I take Wednesday as, and then there's Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. But so I take the app down there, I click on the program, whatever, I click on the day, and then I would hit start workout, and it's really nice. Here's like the overview of everything you're doing. So it has a warm up, all of your exercises, whatever, and then a cool down. If I start it, I'll just cancel it after I started to show you so it doesn't like record it. But you start the workout, and it'll start right away with the warm up. You can like go this way through the exercises, whatever, and then it has your rest times programmed in too. So then, okay, so this would be the first exercise. After the rest, it'll count you down from 3 and start your exercise. And then once you're done completing the exercise, you go ahead and hit the next button, and it does your rest, etc. Also, what's really awesome is if you don't have all of this equipment, you can scroll down and it gives you exercise alternatives, which is really nice. This one only has 1, but a lot of times they'll have 2 or 3. You can also reorder things within the app. Like there really is so much you can do. There's a bunch of different programs you can choose from. There's also some at-home programs. I've never tried these. I've gotten a few questions if you can do at-home exercises. There is a free trial in the app too. So if you're like, okay, I only have a few things at home, but I want to try the Alive app, like maybe just download it for the free trial, look at all the resources, look at the at-home programs and see if it's something you'd like, and then you can cancel it. I think it's like a week long. You can cancel it if you don't want to pay for it, right? So I really, really love the Alive app, highly recommend. Of course, this isn't sponsored. I don't have any commission link or anything, which I wish I did, like a referral program, because I love it so much and I think it put so many people on it. But I'm just sharing because I started consistently weightlifting last year and I started with the Alive app, and I really feel like that's part of the reason why I like it so much. I'm so consistent with it and passionate about it because I just like the setup. I really like doing a muscle group split. I'm sure there's programs that have like all over body exercises. No, I know there's programs that have all over body exercises if you don't like a muscle group split, but I just love the Alive app. So that's my 2 cents. Let's shower. I turned up the brightness, hopefully it's not too bright, but off of the whole Alive app, working out, etc. So I really do like working out earlier in the day. Like I mentioned, I would always go at 9 because it's when, you know, a lot of people start their work day. So it's kind of just me playing it safe and knowing it'll be a little less busy, which is not typically empty, but it's usually less busy, you know? And so today going earlier, I don't know, I just really liked it. And I think I want to try going earlier as part of my daily routine. You know, if I get up at 6:30, like I don't need to wait
wait all morning to go work out. Like I can go work out earlier. And I think that because I have all the freedom and flexibility that I do have, which I am forever grateful for, right? I would never complain. But because of that, sometimes I play it safe, right? Like I don't push myself. I don't go out of my comfort zone because like I can move things around. I can do this, I can do that. And so that is a challenge for me. And I think I need to like stop worrying about like who else is gonna be there and if it's busy and this and that, and just commit to my own schedule because, you know, other people don't matter with what I do every day. So that is a struggle for me, but you know, step one is realizing the problem. And so if I can continue working out earlier in the day, I think I'll just like it. You know, like I like to be done earlier in the day. I like to get my day started and have like this whole morning done. Like it's such a good feeling, and it's not that I wake up and just dread it. It's simply that I'm like, oh, I don't want the gym to be busy, especially if I'm trying to film and this and that, and like then I'll be thinking about things and not being present and not getting a good workout. But no, I need to fight that and overcome it. That is something I will be working on. And I feel like it does sound so silly just because it's coming from like such a privileged standpoint, but it's my reality. So I need to push myself a little bit better, a little bit more, and it is your reminder to go out of your comfort zone in whatever way applies to your life. And I do feel like being alone all the time and like working at home and this and that, like it has definitely impacted, you know, a bit of social anxiety for me. But I mean, I feel like the past few years coming out of COVID, a lot of people have had that experience as well. So trying to break out of that more. I'm repping Buc-ee's today. I'm gonna put a little makeup on and then we're actually gonna head to the grocery store. So I leave for my trip on Sunday. It is Tuesday. So we need like a few random things. I mean, we could just try to survive until the weekend, but we're both gonna eat better if I just run to the grocery store. So I'm gonna go to H-E-B. I have not been to H-E-B in a long time, actually, because we've been doing so many Walmart grocery deliveries. If you've been watching my recent vlogs, we currently have like a free delivery with a credit card. So we've been taking full advantage of that because why not, you know? So I haven't been to H-E-B in a while, and the produce and fresh food there is so much better than getting it from Walmart. I can't even lie. And I really want like a good coffee creamer, like just a little things, you know? So I'm gonna talk to Keith and figure out what we need because honestly, I don't even really know, but we're gonna grab a few things from there so that we can end the week off strong and I can go into my trip feeling good and happy and healthy and just nourished. And yeah, traveling takes a toll on the body, so I wanna be prepared. We're down to our last chicken. Let's go.
Finding the car in the parking garage is always a challenge. I hear the beep. I haven't been to H-E-B in so long. I'm so excited to go. It truly is an amazing grocery store. Here, everything's better. One thing about H-E-B though, I don't know if it's just this location, but I swear every time I go here, no matter what day, what time of day, like it's 11:30 on a Tuesday, it's always packed. Like it's just so busy. Everyone's always here. I mean, which is fine, whatever, but it's just wild to me. It's raining. It is full on raining outside. You can't trust that weather app. I know earlier I said it was supposed to rain around 3 to 4. Then it kept updating and said no rain at all, just clouds. And now it's like raining. Like, I don't know if you can really tell out the window, but like legit raining, not just drizzling, like it's raining. We are punked today. H-E-B was actually out of a couple things I was gonna get. So this grocery haul is very, very small, but then again, I'm literally leaving this weekend. So I didn't like hang out there, spend time and like get any like fun extra things, which H-E-B is a really fun place to do that because they just have so many like pre-made and fresh things, and they just have a lot of fun things that you could like waste time looking around at, and I didn't do that. So I only got like 5 things is what it feels like, although I still spent $50. Whatever, let's go home. All right, crazy hair, let's do a little haul. So I got a bunch of chicken. We go through a lot of chicken here, and we're out of chicken, so I got a bunch. And then I'm gonna make a chicken noodle soup tomorrow. My favorite ever soup that I make is a like copycat chicken gnocchi soup from Olive Garden, but I wanted to make something a little bit lighter. That one is pretty intense, and I don't know, I'm just feeling something lighter. So I'm gonna do a classic chicken noodle tomorrow. However, I didn't buy bay leaves, so hopefully it's okay. Oh, I wanted to see if we had dried thyme. I was gonna call Keith and ask him to check, but he's in a work meeting. We have ground time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I got some milk for him. They were basically all out of the Mootopia, which is like the Fairlife, but specifically the kind that I like. I get like the fat-free or whatever. They were all out of that, so I didn't get that, unfortunately. But for the soup, I got celery and onion, of course, chicken broth, and carrots. I've been missing these so much. I got these breakfast sausage patties. It's turkey sausage, and I want to put these in my bagel egg salad concoction. So my next vlog, I will be adding these. We're taking out an egg, which is less protein, but now we get to add in one of these, so it should help it. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog tomorrow or the next day or what, but I feel like I have a lot of things that I'm already like, oh, next vlog I want to do this, then I want to do that, and this and that, and whatever. Greek yogurt, because I'm gonna need to make more bagels for the rest of the week. Shredded cheese. Chocolate chips, which I feel like chocolate chips are unnecessarily expensive, honestly, but I want to try like a healthy dessert tonight, and they, I swear, never turn out, but we are trying sweet potato brownies. I think we're gonna do it tonight. We'll see how that goes. Tortillas, H-E-B has the best tortillas. They make them in-house, I'm pretty sure. They're so good. Cottage cheese, again, egg dilemma. Egg noodles for the chicken noodle soup. And lastly, I really wanted a good coffee creamer, and I haven't had this one in a while. It is pricey, but this is the cookie dough by Chobani. I don't know if the ingredients are necessarily better. Oh, wow. The ingredient list on this is like significantly shorter than the one on the like International Delight coffee creamer. So that's good at least. Wow, milk, cream, cane sugar, Dutch cocoa, natural flavors, sea salt. That seems like nothing for a coffee creamer. Like I buy a coffee creamer, you know, expecting it to be pretty processed and pretty bad. Not to say this isn't, but I just didn't realize how much better of a kind this is. Although yes, very pricey. So that is all we got today. So I don't have much on my little like windowsill. I really want to add more plants or something. This one is so cute. I got it from a market here in Austin, except I don't really know why it's dying. This is supposedly like the easiest plant to keep alive. And then I wanted to show you, I bring this up because I wanted to show you this candle warmer. I just got it from Amazon and it came Friday and it's super nice. You just turn it on and it's like a little lamp, but also a candle warmer. I think it's so cute. And I got it because this candle was burning really weird. Okay, it's not gonna focus in on there, but I love this. I'm gonna link it if you want one because I think it's so cute. And I just need to keep adding like things to my apartment. Like it took me forever to decorate anything at all. And I don't know, I don't want it to be so bland and boring. So that like little lamp, it's just a little cozier, a little homey. I love it. Okay, you know what we have to do? We absolutely have to make a chocolate chip cookie dough latte. I'm so excited. I haven't had this coffee creamer in so long. I'm thinking iced. It's a gloomy day out, but like I'm in the mood for iced. I always do hot in the morning and typically iced in the afternoon, but because it's winter, I've been doing a lot of hot in the afternoon, but feeling iced today. I learned, I think I learned the right way. You're supposed to actually make a latte. I think I want to get espresso mugs because I don't have those, and how you're technically supposed to make a latte is you put the flavor in, then you brew the espresso right over the flavor, froth the milk separate, then add. I think. If you are a barista, feel free to correct me, but that is what we're gonna do, although I don't really know how much. I always use this pod for iced lattes. It's called Ice Leggero. We have our cup of ice. I'm gonna mix around the espresso and the creamer and pour that in. Then next comes the milk, ending with the frothed part. I feel like it looks way brighter on camera than it is, but I do think I went a little heavy on the cream, but let's try it. That's good stuff. The flavor's great, honestly. All right, I have a meeting in about 5 minutes. It's not very long, it'll probably be about half an hour. See you in a bit. I love peanut butter toast, especially on homemade bread. I wanted to remind you I'm hosting a group trip to Ireland in October, which sounds so crazy. It's literally all inclusive. It's all planned for you. Like all you have to do is show up and enjoy the fun. They'll even help you book your flights and everything. It's planned through a travel company. So like I didn't just do this myself. Like there's actual professionals, a company that put this on all together. It is gonna be so much fun. I'll have the link in the description box for more information. You can also ask them any questions, ask me any questions. Bring a friend, bring a spouse. My boyfriend's coming.
coming. It's co-ed, like please come. It's gonna be so much fun. I've never been to Ireland. October will be such a fun time. We'll get to do shopping, but we'll also get to do like hikes, and we'll get to even do like saunas and cold plunges, like all of a lot of stuff. Like all the stuff that I would want to do on a trip is what we're gonna do. So it's literally gonna be so fun. Please look at the link. It has a whole itinerary and everything for more information. I hope to see you there. I want to hang out with you. I want to travel. I want to like bond, you know? So I read this morning. I did not journal, however, because part of the like journaling I do, I don't just necessarily write. I basically do like a big to-do list, and then I do like a gratitude section and a manifestation section, you know, just like things I'm thankful for, things I'm working towards, stuff like that. And my to-do list is very long and has like nothing crossed off. So I did want to recopy the same thing. And I like writing in the morning, but unfortunately, it just wasn't really in the cards today, so I didn't do that. But I'm looking at my to-do list so I can work on some things. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I signed up for ballet. I mentioned this, I think like early on in 75 Hard Vlogs, that I wanted to do like dance or like some sort of fun activity that's physical, and it hasn't started yet. It doesn't start till March, but I'm starting ballet classes in March, and I'm so excited. It's like adult ballet. It's super, super beginner. I danced when I was like 3 and 4, but that's it. So I don't know the vocabulary. I don't know anything. I need to figure out if I need to buy any clothes for it. That is on my to-do list. But before that, I should probably figure out if I need to buy anything for my trip. Like I said, I leave Sunday. I don't think it's really a secret, but I don't really know if I should tell you the details. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't know. I'm going with a brand, which is crazy. Like, this is actually insane and wild opportunity. I've been getting more and more information this week. I think I have the basic itinerary, and so I just need to sort through this all. But I'm like overwhelmed by it because I want everything to go well. It's very short. I'm not there very long. There's just so much in my brain about it. I also wanted to chat a little bit about like post trying 75 Hard. So as you know, like I did it for a few weeks, whatever, and then I ended up stopping. And, you know, I feel like everyone's like, oh, what now? Like, what do you do after? What do you still do? What do you not do? Whatever. And so my stance lately, I have been reading still, which is awesome because I mentioned that that's like one of the hardest things for me. And I feel like the fact that I don't have to do it every day makes me want to do it more, like by choice, which is kind of funny. I have been exercising like a ton, and not everything is like, you know, 3 hours apart necessarily or whatever, but like I've been so good about getting up. I walk Duncan, I lift weights, I walk a mile, and then later around dinner time, I walk Duncan again. So it's been really easy for me to get in, you know, 10,000 plus steps a day, which is really awesome and a priority of mine. It makes me feel good, right? I'm learning more and more how much diet really plays a part in your like fitness and how you feel in your body and everything. I just really notice like if I eat something, you know, bad or just like less than ideal, it makes me feel different versus if I'm, you know, really consistent with eating things that are supportive of goals, is how I want to phrase that. Exercising is so good. Moving your body, amazing. But if you really want results, you know, diet is such a large percentage of it, and I am such a big believer in it. Without having like set rules to follow, of course, it's like way more on discipline and more on your own account to be eating a certain way. And so I've been so focused on my trip lately, I haven't been like really intentionally cooking and this and that. I've just been kind of going for what's convenient, not necessarily in a bad way, but like the egg salad bagels I've been eating like every single day. It's just like easy, it's quick and whatever. And so I want to experiment more with like recipes and stuff after my trip, just because it's like such a big thing. You know, I'm traveling across the world. Like I'm like, it's all I can think about. You know, I literally have already been having dreams about it because I'm nervous to fly that far. But also the water, like I've been having such great hydration, but I haven't been drinking a gallon, right? And I've been having electrolytes. I've been having more tea at night. And I think that's okay to count kind of towards your water intake. For me, at least my opinion, I'm like, okay, it'd be great for me to set a specific ounces, but if I want to add electrolytes or if I want to spruce it up a little bit, that's great. I don't think I'd ever count coffee for water because that just sounds like a little too far-fetched, you know? But I've still been like prioritizing some things, but I do really want to kind of revamp things when I get back from my trip. So I think March is going to be a new month. Well, obviously it's going to be a new month, but it's going to be a fresh month, and I want to start that off strong. So once we get there, I hope that I can kind of re-inspire you. I want to re-inspire myself and just get on a really consistent routine, maybe with a new challenge, maybe with just specific habits. Like we'll get there when we get there, but it's kind of funny. It's like removing some of the pressure makes you want to do things sometimes. I don't know. So that's kind of my thoughts on where I am and where I stand with that right now.
Good boy. You're wet. Look at you. I threw some plain chicken in the oven and then shredded it to have for tonight and the rest of the week. Then we took Duncan for a walk and it was raining. Like, I swear the weather app said no rain all day. We got out, it was like starting to drizzle, and then it started like actually raining. So we didn't walk very long, unfortunately, but I got back and threw some sweet potatoes in the oven because I wanted a very basic dinner. I also made kale chips, which were so good. So I just had chicken, a baked sweet potato, which I need to do that more instead of going through the hassle of cutting them up and air frying them. Like, just baking a sweet potato is so good. It was great. That dinner was so simple and honestly so good. Like, it was way better than I expected for honestly no reason. But tonight we are trying a healthy dessert. Every time I try one of these, they pretty much never turn out. I've tried maybe a handful that have worked. These, it's not necessarily like high protein, because a lot of times I go for high protein ones. This one is just like a healthy dessert. It is sweet potato brownies. We're gonna try that. 1 cup mashed sweet potato, a 1/2 cup nut butter, a 1/4 cup maple syrup, a 1/3 cup cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon vanilla, a 1/4 cup chocolate chips, and a little dash of honey. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna try the batter. It's fine. It's not very sweet. And I already used my glass pan, so I'm literally gonna bake these in a pie plate. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? But I wanted them in glass. It says to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer and check on them then. In the meantime, let's clean up this kitchen, this dessert and dinner mess. So the brownie said bake 25 to 30 minutes and I left it in for 40 and I feel like it's still not done in the middle and it's not that thick. Like, this is a shallow layer. I don't know, but I'm just gonna dig in. I let it cool for, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna dig in and try it. I'm not planning on having a bunch tonight because that's just a lot of sweet potato in one night, you know? I mean, the texture looks great. It's really soft, especially because I feel like it might be undercooked. But keep in mind, I baked the sweet potatoes beforehand, so it's not like anything in here is raw. You know what? These are way better than I expected. Definitely not the same as real brownies, but I do think that the cooked version tastes better than the batter, and it's comparable. I think for me personally, it just needs to be a little bit sweeter. I'll link the TikTok. Not bad. Because our afternoon walk was cut short because of the rain, I thought I was gonna be super, super low on steps, but I wasn't too bad. However, I wanted to get some editing done, so I thought it would be smart to whip out the walking pad. I just got an hour done. I think I walked just over 2 miles. I don't know how accurate the ring is gonna count it because I was using my hands. I got a really good dent in editing. I actually started editing this video, so that's good. But I'm in a shower. I'm not like sweaty from that walk, but I have a little bit of face makeup on, so it's just easier to wash that off in the shower, honestly, and then I'll be all clean. The hard thing about using these radiance pads is, I mean, they're great, but because it's an exfoliator and stuff, like, it definitely takes off my self-tan, so it feels counterproductive. Like, that's the battle I go through with skincare and self-tanners. Like, I simply feel so much better when I have at least a little bit of a glow, but skincare just takes it off. But like, I need to take care of my skin, you know? Just the battle we go through. Retinol, of course, a night serum, and always a good moisturizer. And I've been doing peppermint tea at night lately. Oh no! No, I don't want to reach in there. That would be too hot. I don't have a tea kettle, so I just boil the water because it's more satisfying and it feels better than microwaving it for some reason.